Hi, good morning. I'm Pam Fox. Thanks for watching my channel. Today is going to be a tutorial. So this tutorial is for people with GERD or gastric esophageal reflux disease. So if you have GERD, you probably experience heartburn, indigestion, belching, and discomfort frequently. And I have several videos on this topic, but today is simply going to be a tutorial. It's my breathing technique on how I get instant relief from GERD-associated symptoms. So there's going to be 3 steps, but before we begin, I want to talk briefly about the solar plexus. So the solar plexus is located here. If you find just under your chest where your rib cage, run your fingers along the bottom of your rib cage. Just below that is your solar plexus. And it's simply a bundle of nerves that control, or they're said to be the brain of the digestive system. And so when we are stressed out, those nerves cause the muscles of the abdomen to contract and constrict. And so the point of this tutorial is to get the stomach, or allow the stomach to come down and to keep the diaphragm up and to create a little bit of space between the two, because where the stomach lies under the diaphragm, there's a hole in the diaphragm known as the hiatus, and the esophagus comes up through that hiatus, and where the two meet, there's this one-way valve called the lower esophageal sphincter. And so the goal of this exercise is to take pressure off of the lower esophageal sphincter. So we're going to begin by simply scratching that, or it's not even a massage, you don't have to apply pressure, that solar plexus, which is going to help our abdomen to relax. And that's the whole goal of the exercise or the tutorial that I'm about to teach, is to get that abdomen to relax, which is going to allow the stomach to come down. Okay, so that's the first thing you want to do. The first step in the breathing exercise is to lengthen the spine. You want to sit up very tall and relax the shoulders and relax the abdomen. Okay, so sit up tall, relax the shoulders, and relax the abdomen. Just let it go. Don't pull in your tummy. Okay, and then we're going to do some breathing. So the breathing, I want you to think of 2 things as you breathe. One, on the inhalation, you're going to focus on that lengthening of the spine. So you're keeping your back tall, and that's going to keep your diaphragm up. As you begin to slouch down, your diaphragm comes down. So just by lengthening the spine, and if you place a little bit of a arch in the back, that helps keep that diaphragm up as well. You don't have to go into a back bend and throw your head back or anything. It's just a little bit of an arching of the back and keeping the abdomen relaxed as you do so. So as you inhale, you're lengthening the spine, keeping your posture, keeping your shoulders relaxed. And on the exhale, you're going to focus on the abdomen. You're going to look for any tension within that abdomen, whether it's the upper abs, the lower, middle, along the sides, and the obliques. And you're going to let that tension go. Okay, so I'm just going to go through a couple cycles of breath, and then we're going to move on. If you'd like to pause this video, I would suggest you begin with 10 cycles of breath. Okay, so you get the idea. Inhale, focus on lengthening the spine upward. Exhale, keeping the back tall. Focus on relaxing the abdomen, finding any tension anywhere on every exhale and letting that tension go, relaxing the abdomen. And it's okay to linger at the end of that exhale. So in other words, you take in your breath, and it doesn't have to be an over-exaggerated deep breath. It's just a nice deep breath. You're setting a nice pace, with your breathing. But on the exhale, just a little bit of a linger. So you breathe in, you breathe out, and then don't be in a hurry to take another breath. Just linger for a moment, relax, 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 and then continue breathing. Okay, so we're going to add a second element to the same exact exercise. The second element, and then we're going to add a third element. So the second element is where we're just going to apply pressure here on the stomach. So to find your stomach, again, you're going to find your rib cage, and you're going to come down about a half an inch, below that last rib, and then you're going to slide over about an inch. So here is the spot we want to be, just to the left of your sternum and down. And I'm just taking my hands and I'm applying pressure and I'm pushing in, not a lot, maybe a half an inch, and then I'm just going to pull slight pressure downward. Okay, so it's an in and a down, and so all I'm trying to do is apply a little bit of pressure. It really doesn't take much to hold that stomach down. So if you do have a hiatal hernia, which so many people do, and many don't even know it, and that's part of the reason that you have GERD, this is just a further aid to hold that stomach down, because most hiatal hernias are known as sliding hiatal hernias, so they slide. So we're just applying pressure to hold that stomach in place. Okay, so then you repeat the same exercise, breathing in and out, do 10 cycles of breath, nice steady pace, lengthening through the spine and letting that belly go. Relax, relax, relax. Okay, and you can, if you want to pause that now at this time and try that. But I'm going to move on to the third element or layering of this exercise, which is simply changing the way you're sitting. So the posture is important. We want to keep our backs tall. But if we go into a reclining position where you're sitting back, you can place a pillow at the small of your back to keep that little bit of arch in there, and then do the same exercise, the breathing. It's just a further aid to help you get into a position, especially those of you with hiatal hernia, to help aid that stomach to slide down so that it's not putting any pressure up on that valve that I spoke of. And that's it. For me, I get instant relief from this, but it took a lot of time. The first time I tried, deep breathing or any of these, pressure on the stomach or anything, it didn't really help. So it took time. I had to keep coming back to it, but I really had to make that connection about the stomach, the belly, and relaxing it and letting it go. So if you're doing the breathing, but everything's still tense and tight and pulled in, you're not creating space in there for your stomach to relax and come down and take that pressure off of the valve. Thanks for watching.